What is up? It's Ballin. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. Sorry, I'm not looking fabulous right now, but what I thought I'd do for this little video, as there's not been too much kind of tea, too much drama going on, there is a little bit though, what I thought I'd do is just sit here and start painting my face while we chat about a little bit of kind of beauty drama that's been going on recently. I saw something today that really made me laugh, actually. It was really funny, honestly. I'm going to get into it because this was just something cute and a little bit shady that really made me laugh. So Manny, MUA and Laura Lee both have this podcast which is called Full Coverage, like FOOL coverage, right? They've got like 30,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel for it now. And I actually went and watched the second episode of that today. I think it went up Friday or Saturday, but I went and watched it today, just a couple of hours ago. And actually, it was actually kind of interesting. I was expecting it to be a little bit boring, if I'm honest, if I'm brutally honest, because it said that they would be talking about brand trips, so like beauty brand trips. So I thought it was going to be a little bit arse-kissy maybe and a little bit vague, which in some places they were a little bit vague, where they weren't really like going all out to mention brands, that they were sort of half shading. But there was a really funny clip in this podcast where Laura Lee was talking about going on brand trips, and one particular brand trip, didn't mention the brand, but one particular brand trip where she was asked to go on a horse and carriage, and she said no because she didn't agree with that. It's just a personal thing. She didn't think it was kind to the horse. And then later on in that same trip, they'd asked her to go on a camel ride. I'm going to pop the clip in here.
Oh, there's two in one trip.
You're joking.
I'm not kidding, in one trip.
I thought it was just a camel. I didn't even know this.
So the horses look bad.
What the fuck?
They look
and they look
rough.
bad. They looked rough.
Even if they didn't, I still wouldn't do it.
Of course, but that makes it 10 times worse.
They look bad. So I was like, oh, I can't do this. So I literally whispered to the brand. I was like, hey, I don't, participate in these things. I don't think it's cool. I'm not mad at you guys for doing it. And I'll never post that you guys do it. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just a me thing. And I'm going to stick to my beliefs. Yes. I'm going to take a taxi over. And they were so sweet. They're like, oh my God, we're so sorry. I'm like, no, don't be sorry. Mm-hmm. It's not a big deal. This is a normal thing that people do.
People do that. Totally.
This is a Laura thing that she doesn't do. Because I understand this is me, not them. So I'm like, okay. So I take the cab ride. I go to dinner. We're fine. The next day, it's animal riding again. I'm like,
camels this time.
Camels in the desert, which sounds really cool.
Right.
The camels look rough as hell, but to be fair, I don't know what a great looking camel looks like.
To be fair, what is a great looking camel?
All I know, though, is they have muzzles over their mouth and they're drooling and they want to open their mouth. I feel bad. Then they have these whips. They're whipping the shit out of them in front of me and everyone else to make them sit down and kneel. And does it hurt the camel? I don't know, because I'm not an experienced camel trainer, but I see it happening and I see the animal crying. I'm not getting on it and riding it. So then, like, the animals are getting whipped a lot. So I start crying, but I'm, like, trying to not let anyone know. I'm, like, losing it. Not okay. I'm like, please stop hitting the camel. Yeah. And the camel may not even be hurt. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't.
That's what they say about horses. Like, you can, like, hit a horse and it wouldn't feel it.
And it probably
so I wonder
doesn't,
if that's how it is.
But
I don't know.
Just me, like, I can't
seeing
see those things.
It's too much.
It's too much. And literally no one else on the trip gave a fuck.
Right.
I'm pretty sure my husband rode the camel. So again,
maybe that's what it is.
It's a me thing.
Yeah,
and like I understand that, but I just was like, I'm so sorry, I cannot ride this camel. So like both excursions they planned, I like pussed out because like I just don't do that.
Right.
And that brand never worked with me again.
You're joking.
And they worked with like everybody just about on that trip.
Wait, I did not know that.
And yeah, so I have a feeling that they were like, this is not a donut. So that's kind of how brand trips can go sometimes. But I don't know. There's no proof as to why they didn't ever work with me again. There's no proof to that. That's an assumption that I have. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I'm going to tell you, that was one of like the worst, most awkward, I want to kill myself moments ever.
Absolutely.
And all you see is me having a great time in the desert.
And the funny thing was, Laura Lee and Manny MUA were sat there discussing beauty brand trips and how a lot of beauty brand trips were using animals on these trips for kind of entertainment purposes, to entertain the influencers they've taken on these trips, as you heard in the clip that I just played, right? So they're talking about the use of animals and kind of shaming brands for using animals on these brand trips and saying, oh, you know, you guys should actually stop this, not use animals. But I just thought it was really funny because Laura Lee talking about that camel story, something that I saw on social media last night was Jeffree Star riding on a fucking camel. Jeffree's actually had a pretty good week. I don't know if Jeffree being on the camel like that was to shade Laura and Manny, because they were over there on their podcast the day before saying, oh, you know, you guys who have brands should stop using animals. And of course, Jeffree has this Star Yak Ranch now with all the yaks and everything. So I think that Jeffree was throwing a little bit of shade at Laura Lee and Manny MUA, ex-friends, of course. I think he was throwing a little bit of shade at both of them. Just my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. Just my 2 cents on it. But it looked like to me that was what Jeffree was trying to do, you know, because they were over there. Oh my God, don't use animals on your brand trips and in campaigns and everything. We've just had Jeffree Star using horses in the Star Ranch campaign. He's got this yak farm, which allegedly on this yak farm, all these yaks that he's got, he's also registered a pet business, Jeffree Star Pets in Wyoming. So I don't know if that means he's going to be selling pet treats or like pet clothing or what, but he's going to be selling something to do with pets, basically. Also, he's registered that he could sell the milk to make things like cheese and butter from the yaks, and also their hair is used for wig making in Japan. So it seems that Jeffree with this yak farm is really kind of making a smart business decision, because, you know, think about it, the things that you can use a yak for, they're really like multi-purpose, right? So you can use them for wig hair, you can use them for milk, for things like cheese, butter, you can sell the meat once the animal has passed on. So it's like Jeffree's really kind of onto a good thing business wise there, you know. It's things that people are always going to need when it comes to things like food and pet supplies, you know. So if there's one thing that Jeffree Star knows, it's how to make money. Jeffree was on IG as well talking, because the fuck-proof mascara, this one, the one that's like a little purse whip, this has just sold out again. I think within the space of like a day or two, this whippy mascara, I love it. I mean, I really do like this because I think it's cute. I think it's like novelty with this whip packaging. You know, it's not something that I've seen another brand do. And this is something that I do use and I do like. So, you know, I think, yeah, fair play to him. He's got more colours coming out in this. And I tell you what I really want. I really want like a pink, a red, or even like, call me crazy, but I would love one of these in like a purple glitter formula. Like, that would be amazing, right? But I don't know. I can hope that maybe the brand will bring out something nice and cool like that. I doubt they will, but I'm hoping for like this in pink and red. I think that would be really kind of sexy and fun and cool.
Okay, I thought it was gonna last at least a week, but you guys blew my mind. And I'm so excited for people that are about to try the formula for the first time. So, okay, I'm going to literally start making some phone calls and see what production is. But dog groomers here. But I know in a few weeks into September, which we're approaching, we're getting another full shipment. So thank you guys so much. Happy Saturday.
And now we're going to talk about one of my favourites, and I say favourites because this person really makes me laugh sometimes. Good old Jaclyn Hill, Jaclyn Shill. She really does make me laugh. I'm sorry, but sometimes Jaclyn just really, really makes me laugh. Okay, so Jaclyn Hill is nominated for an American Influencer Award for our brand, Jaclyn Cosmetics, right? So, of course, what does she do? Oh, she's got to jump on the IG stories and, like, do a big old humble brag. Oh, guys, thank you for voting for me. Oh, thank you so much. It means so much that people are voting for my brand, especially after the lipstick scandal, the great lipstick scandal, you know, of, what was it, 2019? Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it's Jaclyn. She really, really makes me laugh. She tickles me when she does things like this because it's so transparent. And I'm like, girl, do you not think people can see what you're doing? You know, it's all this like begging and pleading like she's your best friend. Oh, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Oh, I'm so grateful for all of my fans. It's all this kind of shit. And I'm like, go, Jaclyn, this is a little bit transparent here, but it's funny. You know, I take it all with a pinch of salt with Jaclyn, and I just laugh, honestly. I just laugh because Jaclyn, as we know, she's well known for doing things like trying to shill products from Amazon on her IG stories. You know, and I'm not against anyone making their bag, you know, get your bag, sis, do what you got to do. But with Jaclyn, she's always being clocked for not disclosing when the products that she puts on her stories from Amazon are affiliate links. Jaclyn is always constantly being clocked for that. And it's funny. You know, she doesn't tell you, like, when she's making a cut out of all these things that she's advertising. Like, the other day she was advertising lights on there. She's advertised goddamn near everything from Amazon on her IG stories, and it's hilarious. She goes into, like, proper sales girl mode, and it's so funny. It's, oh, wow, this is literally the best little invention that I've ever had from Amazon. Wow, yeah, you must all go and buy it. I'm going to put a swipe up link here.
I'm getting so many DMs right now from people not knowing that I was nominated for an American Influencer Award and asking me questions about it and voting and all that. And I just wanted to pop on here and just say, I'm like looking down because I get so weird about this. But I just want to tell you guys how much it meant when I got like I don't know what you want to call it, but like it's something that came in the mail. It's not an invitation, but it was just like this really, really cool package that let you know that you're being nominated. And when I saw that I was nominated for Brand of the Year, I'm not expecting to win at all. The fact that you guys continue to show my brand so much love after everything that I've been through with Jaclyn Cosmetics, I can't even tell you how much it means to me. Every purchase, like every time you post something wearing the product, tagging, it's just like you have no idea what it means after everything. So I just wanted to pop on here and say thank you so much because, I mean, that whole lipstick thing, I thought that my entire life was completely over. Not just my career, but like you guys know a little bit about what that did to me mentally and how much it just like messed with me. And just the fact that so many of you have stuck around and still ride with me and still support me and my brand is insane, and I cannot even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. Oh my god, it makes me emotional. I fucking love you guys.
So next up, Alexis Stone. Alexis Stone, owner of Sensorium Beauty, also visual artist, drag queen. So Alexis Stone said that she was going to be taking a break from Instagram. Then Alexis got some flack from some, I assume, fans or, you know, a fan. But this guy jumped in Alexis' DMs because Alexis shared a photo or a reel from a makeup artist who'd used her palette, the new palette, the Chapter 1 palette from Sensorium Beauty. So Alexis was sharing this artist's work. And this guy jumped into Alexis' DMs saying, oh my God, you said that you were going to take a break. You're what's wrong with the world. It's people like you who can't put their social media down for more than 24 hours. Having a go at Alexis, basically. And when Alexis decided to clap back, this guy then proceeded to tell Alexis, oh, well, you deserve it because you're a public persona, you've got a public platform. And Alexis clapped back and was just like, oh, no, keep your unwanted opinions to yourself, which I thought was quite funny. I love it. A little bit of cattiness, but you know, at the end of the day, Alexis is healing from quite a lot of extensive facial surgery, and all Alexis did was share somebody's work. So why would someone slide into Alexis DMs and be like, oh, you know, you're what's wrong with the world? That's a little bit harsh, right? Like, come on, you know, that is a little bit much, I think, personally. You know, I understand, like, calling out stuff like, you know, Jaclyn Hill not disclosing affiliate links or things like that, you know. Or I even understand things like Laura Lee and Manny MUA on their podcast, calling out brands and shaming brands. Well, although they didn't name the brands, calling out brands for, you know, mistreating animals or working with companies that mistreat animals and things. You know, I understand that. I do understand that. But when you're trying to call out somebody who is a public persona for sharing a smaller artist's work, no. No, that's stupid. That's really stupid. You know, it's like there are plenty of actual problems in the world, and there are plenty of other things that you could be calling out, you know. Like yesterday, I made a video about a homophobic incident at a school, you know. There are plenty of other things that you could be calling out rather than Alexis Stone sharing a smaller artist's work. I don't get it. I just think that's really, really petty. On behalf of the guy who DM'd Alexis, I think it's petty on his behalf, you know. Anyway, my loves, I think I'm going to finish this little video right here. I'm going to go away and do a look with this baby. So I'm just going to finish off my base, go and do that, and then I will pop the look up on IG later. So I'm going to say goodbye, take care, stay safe, stay well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about all the drama, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Take care.